Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Houston Field. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Ottumwa and Des Moines Roosevelt about to play Game 2 of their regular season-ending doubleheader. Ottumwa won Game 1 by a final of 6-0. Ashlyn Sheets, a 6-hit shutout. We do need to name our player of the game from Game 1, and we're going to go with Jocelyn Ware. Ware went 2 for 3 and had a big 2-run triple in the fourth inning that turned a 1-0 advantage into a 3-0 lead for Ottumwa. Gave the Bulldogs a little more breathing room on their way to a 6-0 win. So Jocelyn Ware is the Game 1 Shelter Insurance Player of the Game, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. Bulldogs and Roosevelt will get Game 2 underway in just a few minutes. Right now we'll take a 2-minute timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice. Basically, from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live, a desire to connect the work we do with a purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Ottumwa High Softball on KBIZ, getting ready for Game 2 versus Des Moines Roosevelt here at Houston Field. We've got the starting lineup for Game 2 for your Ottumwa Bulldogs. Leading off and playing center field is Zoe Jones. Batting second, the second baseman, Ella Aller. Jordan Pauls, the catcher, will bat third, and Amber Schatz, the designated player, hitting cleanup. Josie Lemons at third base bats fifth. Sam Weeks at first base will hit sixth. Ann Guest in left field batting seventh. Maddie Houck in right field batting eighth. And batting ninth is the shortstop, Jocelyn Ware. The flex player for Ottumwa is the Bulldog pitcher, Chloe Bradley. Bradley on the season, 7-10 with a 4.67 ERA. Did not get a chance to see the Roosevelt lineup card before we came back on the air for Game 2. So we'll kind of piece that together as we go along. Roosevelt in the navy pullover jerseys, white trim on the collar and sleeves, white lettering Riders across the front, white numbers front and back, white pants, navy trim, navy socks. Ottumwa in the red pinstripes, white lettering Bulldogs across the front, white numbers front and back, dark gray pants with a red stripe, red socks with white stripes for OHS. Waiting for Ottumwa to take the field here, and they're taking the field now. Let's take a 1-minute timeout, come back with the first pitch of Game 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ. We're ready to go for game 2 between the Bulldogs and Des Moines Roosevelt. Jillian Williams leads it off for the Rough Riders. Chloe Bradley in the circle, and her first pitch is hit in the air down the line and right. A high fly ball over towards the line, and making the catch in foul territory is Maddie Hauk for out number 1. Our first pitch at 6:57, and it produces the first out of the game. Now batting the second baseman, Shea Swenson. Williams, who was just retired, was 1 for 3 in game 1. Swenson was 0 for 3. Bulldogs won that game 6-0. That pitch on the outside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Bradley into the wind in the 0-1. Liner through the whole left side base hit. A one-out single for Swenson. That brings up Michaela Hill. She was the catcher in game 1, the designated player in game 2. 1 for 3 with a single in the opener. One on, one out, top of the first. Bradley brings it home to Hill, and Hill pops it up foul to the right. Over for a look is Jordan Pauls, but as the ball was coming down, it hit the screen about 2/3 of the way up, so it's a foul ball. Defense for Ottumwa and Gaston left, Zoe Jones in center, Maddie Hauk in right, Josie Lemons at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Ella Aller at second, Sam Weeks at first, and Jordan Pauls behind the plate. 0-1 the count to Hill. The pitch from Bradley. Outside, 1-1. Aces wild on the scoreboard, number 11 at bat, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on for Roosevelt here in the first inning. We're scoreless. Now the 1-1. Ground ball to short, Ware has it, go to second for 1, relay to first, not in time. Ottumwa tried to turn its third double play, or what would have been its third double play of the doubleheader. Swenson is retired 6-4 for the second out. Hill safe at first on the fielder's choice. And the batter is Avery Vukovic. Roosevelt will pinch run for the DP. Isabel Huggins will pinch run for Hill. And I got to question that a little bit. You can pinch run for a batter once if they're not the pitcher or catcher. Pitchers and catchers can get courtesy runners. Other batters, you can pinch run for them once and then reinsert them in the game, but if you can't replace them a second time or they're out of the game. As the first pitch is down and into Vukovic, ball 1. The reason I question it here is it's a runner at first with 2 out. So it would likely take either an extra base hit or multiple hits to score the run without making another out. And there's a ground ball to third, backhanded by Lemons, throw to first, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left after half an inning. Roosevelt nothing. Your Bulldogs are coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Ottumwa High softball hosting Des Moines Roosevelt. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Roosevelt got one hit but no runs in the top half, and now Ottumwa will face a right-hander who's just out of 8th grade in the circle, Aubrey Sinzinski, Sinzinski. Defense behind her, Jillian Williams in left, Riley Jones in center, Ade Clark in right. Ivy Lawson at third, Avery Vukovic at short, Shea Swenson at second, Isabel Huggins at first. And the Game 2 catcher is Tori Simmons. Top three in the Ottumwa order, Zoe Jones, Ella Aller, Jordan Pauls. Zoe in Game 1 was 1 for 3. Singled and scored a run, also was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to drive in a run in that game. Zoe stands in for the first time in Game 2. Was talking to her parents in between games and was reminded, in a little bit of a bittersweet tone, for me anyway, that after this season is over, it'll be the last time I have a member of the Jones clan to call games for. Jalen Jones, of course, forged an outstanding baseball career for Ottumwa. And Zoe's been a multi-sport athlete. Played basketball for the first time last winter and did really well. Got into the starting lineup for many games. First pitch lined into center field, and that'll land in between the outfielders in right center and roll to the fence. Zoe around second on her way to third, and it is a leadoff stand-up triple for Zoe Jones. That's how you start a ball game. Here's Ella Aller. 0 for 3 with a walk in Game 1, looking for a little redemption here in Game 2. Sinzinski, the young right-hander, brings it home, and it's in the dirt, ball 1. Good stop by the catcher, Simmons. One ball, no strikes to Aller. Jones at third, nobody out, bottom of the first inning. The 1-0. Downstairs, 2-0. Hitters count for Aller, 2 balls, no strikes. Sinzinski shakes off a sign. Now the pitch grounded off the pitcher's glove over to short. Throw to first won't be in time. Jones scores, and Ottumwa leads at 1-0. We'll see how they score that. Sinzinski tried to backhand the ball. Would have been a tough play for her. They'll give Aller a hit. I agree with that. It's an RBI. Aller's 31st of the season. 1-0 Ottumwa. Runner at first, nobody out. Here's Jordan Pauls. Pauls 2 for 4 with an RBI in Game 1. First pitch. Called a strike at the knees, 0-1. 0-1 to Pauls. The right-hander brings it home, and it's high off the catcher's glove all the way to the backstop. A wild pitch rolling all the way towards the Roosevelt dugout. And the catcher, Simmons, didn't really seem to be hustling that hard after it. Aller goes all the way to third. Now, that ball did skirt away, but it nearly got into the Roosevelt dugout. And now Roosevelt head coach Carly Satterwhite calls time. 1-1 to Pauls. Runner at third, nobody out. Already 1-0 Bulldogs. Zoe Jones tripled. Ella Aller a hard single off the tip of the pitcher's glove to drive in the run. Then Aller goes first to third on a very wild pitch. Brief Ottumwa note, baseball note, the Ottumwa High baseball team appeared in the Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association rankings in 4A for the first time this year. They're ranked 9th. There's one other team from their sub-state grouping, also ranked Iowa City High, dropped from 7th to 10th. That may be significant. Back to softball. The 1-1 to Pauls. Pop foul off to the right and landing on top of the dugout, first base side. First baseman Dotson thought she might have a play on it, but the count goes to 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Scoreboard says 2-1, but the first pitch was called a strike. Then the wild pitch, then the foul ball. 1-2. Pitch on the way. High and all the way to the backstop. Another wild pitch. That will allow Ella Aller to score, and it's 2-0. The only downside for Ottumwa there, Jordan Pauls no longer has the RBI opportunity. 2-2 to Pauls. 2-0 OHS. Let's see if Jordan can get on here and restart the rally. Still nobody out. The 2-2. Popped it up right side, foul territory. Dotson calling for it, makes the catch out, number 1. That'll bring up Amber Schatz. Amber was 0 for 4 in game 1. Hit the ball hard 3 times, had nothing to show for it. We never did get your game time weather conditions. 88 degrees under sunny skies here at Houston Field as that pitch is up and away, ball 1 to Schatz. Not much of a breeze still here in Ottumwa. Southwest wind at 7 miles an hour, but not feeling it really. There's a hard grounder to short, fielded cleanly by Vukovic. Throw to first and 2 down. And that'll bring up Josie Lemons, a third baseman. Josie in game 1 was 0 for 2, with a walk. Two out, nobody on, bottom 1, 2-0 OHS. That pitch a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Sanzinski taking her time between pitches. Now the 0-1. High and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanzinski, just out of 8th grade. The numbers on her, and again, their stats not fully updated, but it says 1-4 with a 6.71 ERA. Now the 1-1. High, 2-1. Zoe Jones tripled. Ella Aller singled to drive her in. Aller went first to third on 1 wild pitch and then scored on another wild pitch. Pauls popped out, Schatz grounded out. Now the 2-1 to Lemons. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Sanzinski spins the ball on her right hip. Now the 2-2. High, 3-2. Full count to Lemon. Sam Weeks on deck if the inning continues. 2-0 Dogs, bottom one. The 3-2 pitch. Fly ball left center. Jones, a left fielder, over into the alley, makes the catch on the run to retire the side. Ottumwa gets 2 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and nobody left. After 1, Bulldogs 2, Roughriders nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We know now more than ever how important high-speed fiber internet is to our customers, ranging from at-home work, at-home schooling, and all of your online gaming and streaming requests. We have you covered, but don't wait. Our springtime queue is filling up fast, and I want to help you get your name on that list. Call me, Samantha, your local Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit our website at www.lisco.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Top of the second inning. Ottumwa 2, Des Moines Roosevelt nothing. Bulldogs softball on KBIZ. Chloe Bradley pitched around a 1-out single in the top of the first. And now she will face Riley Jones, Ade Clark, and Genesis Dotson. Jones, a center fielder, in game 1 was 2 for 3. Couple of singles. Two 2-0 Ottumwa as Bradley brings it home. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Chloe looking to wrap up the regular season with what would be her 8th win. There's a liner in the left field, base hit. Guest unable to cut it off. It's up against the fence. Jones around first. She's not that fleet of foot. Throw to second. The tag. Safe, just in barely, is Jones with a double. Another good throw from Ann Guest from left field. But a leadoff double for Jones. The batter is, we'll go with Ada Clark, ADAH. Clark, a freshman, hitting .222 with 2 runs batted in. Roosevelt will use a pinch runner for Jones here. Kind of odd for a team to use a pinch runner for their center fielder. Kylie Smith will pinch run. Roosevelt did this in game 1 as well, pinch ran for Jones after she got her first hit. Runner at second, nobody out. And the batter is the right fielder, Clark. First pitch from Chloe. Liner softly into left center, base hit. Around third is Smith. They're going to send her home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's up the line. And scoring is Smith to make it 2-1. Clark goes to second on the throw. She gets an RBI. Kind of a risky send there for Roosevelt. If that throw was on the plate, Smith is probably out. But now the Rough Riders have scored for the first time in the doubleheader. That brings up Genesis Dotson, the first baseman. Was 0 for 3 in game 1. Tying run now at second and nobody out for the Rough Riders. First pitch from Bradley. In there for a strike, 0-1. Chloe's given up a couple of line drives in this inning. Trying to keep the ball down a little bit, maybe make Roosevelt hit the ball on the ground. The 0-1. That's fouled back and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Chloe does not strike out a lot of batters. Could use one right here. The 0-2. Off speed on the inside corner, called strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I ask and I shall receive. Bradley with her first strikeout, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. Runner on second, one down for the third baseman Ivy Lawson, 1 for 3 with a double in game one. Ironically, that double was the final play of the game, as Roosevelt had a runner thrown out at the plate by about 15 feet to end the game. First pitch here, bounces in there, ball one. One ball, no strikes to the Roosevelt third baseman. 1 on, 1 out, 1 in. Ottumwa leading 2-1. Swing and a miss, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Each team now with 2 hits. The 1-1 pitch, outside 2-1. Bradley checks the wristband for the pitch call. Now the 2-1. Pop foul off to the right, that'll get out of play, and the count evens at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 down. A run home. Ottumwa leading 2-1. Roosevelt threatening to tie it. Chloe could use another K right here. The 2-2. Way outside, 3-2. Well, it worked the first time I said it. I thought I'd try it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second and 1 out. Bradley's payoff pitch to Lawson. Just off the plate, ball 4. First walk charge to Chloe Bradley. That'll bring up Tori Simmons, the catcher, number 9 hitter. Simmons in game 1 was 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Bradley's first pitch. Chopper, third base side. That'll get foul for strike 1. Chloe Bradley had a scoreless first inning, has given up 1 here in the second. She had a rough start to it against Roosevelt the first time around back on June 16th, as the Roughriders got 4 in the first inning, but then nothing afterward. Now the 0-1. Bunt shown, and apparently she pulled the bat back, count even at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to Simmons. Simmons digs back in. The 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2. Bradley has gotten ahead of each of the last 3 hitters. She struck out Dotson. Eventually lost into a walk. The walk not a huge deal because first base was open. It's now first and second. 2 runners on, but you did set up a force at all 3 bases. So a strikeout or a ground ball here would be ideal. The 1-2. There's the ground ball out to second. Allers got it. Go to second for 1. Relay will not be made to first, but they do get the second out. As Lawson is retired 4-6. Clark goes to third. Simmons at first on the fielder's choice. The batter is Jillian Williams, who fouled out to the right fielder Hauker first time up. I assume the Riders want a courtesy runner for their catcher at first, and it looks like that's what they will do. Waiting to see who emerges from that first base dugout. It'll be Ella Holtz, who was the game 1 third baseman. So Holtz at first, Clark at third, 2 down. Top second, Ottumwa leading 2-1. Roosevelt threatening to tie the game, and the batter is the left fielder, Jillian Williams. Chloe Bradley trying to minimize the damage here. And the pitch is down low. Runner goes. Ottumwa will not throw through. Holtz steals second. Now 2 in scoring position. Count is 1-0 to Williams, who showed bunt but was never going to lay it down. That was designed to get the runner going. 1 ball, no strikes. Now runners at second and third. The pitch. Popped it up left side, foul territory, playable for Josie Lemons, makes the catch to retire the side. Roosevelt gets a run on 2 hits. They leave 2. We go to the bottom of the second. Bulldogs 2, Roughriders 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the second inning. Ottumwa 2, Des Moines Roosevelt 1, Bulldog softball on KBIZ. Des Moines Roosevelt back in the field. Their young right-hander Aubrey Seinzinski warming up for the bottom of the second inning, and the Roughriders may be making a change. They might be swapping out the catcher here. It sounds like they're going to bring in Addison Stone, an 8th grader, to catch, replacing Tori Simmons. So Simmons was replaced by a courtesy runner after reaching on a fielder's choice in the top half of the inning. But instead of Simmons coming back in to catch, Addison Stone is entering for the first time in the doubleheader. Meanwhile, Ottumwa's got Sam Weeks, Ann Guest, and Maddie Hauktu up in the second inning, leading 2-1. Weeks in game 1 scored a couple of runs, was 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch and reached on an error. First pitch here. High drive to center, going back Jones, twisting a bit but makes the catch for out number 1. Another hard hit ball but right at somebody for Ottumwa. That's been the story of this doubleheader so far. The Bulldogs have done enough to win game 1 6-0 and have a 2-1 lead here early in game 2, but you feel like they've hit into some tough luck. Ann Guest, the batter. And was 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored in game 1. First pitch a little bit high, ball 1 to the Bulldog left fielder. One and 0 to Guest. 1 out, nobody on. And the pitch. Way high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Right-hander to right-hander, the pitch. In the dirt, 3-0. Maddie Hauk on deck, hoping to bat with Ann Guest on base, either via a hit or a walk, or any other way to get on base, but right now at 3-0. And maybe taking all the way here, we'll see. Seinzinski's 3-0 pitch. On the inside corner, strike 1. Three and 1 to Guest, still has a hitter's count. The right-hander brings it home, and a swing and a miss makes it a full count, 3-2. Well, now the ump says 2-2, but there was that first pitch that was taken for I'm pretty sure it's 3-2. Scoreboard never counted the first pitch. Now the umpire says 2-2, but it's 3-2. That pitch is grounded to short or to third, so it's a moot point. Throw to first in time for out number 2 as Lawson retires Guest. And the batter, Matty Hauk. Hauk appearing at the plate for the first time in the doubleheader, hitting .242 with 6 runs batted in. First pitch to Matty, ground ball fair down the third base line past Lawson. And it'll be thrown back in quickly by the left fielder Williams to hold Hauk to a 2-out single. Third hit of the game for the Dogs, and here's Jocelyn Ware, who had a big game 1, 2 for 3 with a 2-run triple in the opener. Runner at first now and 2 down, and the pitch to Ware. Runner goes, pitches in the dirt. They won't have a chance to throw out Matty Hauk as she steals second. Now in scoring position for Ware, who has a 1-0 count. Ottumwa now 2 runs on 3 hits. Roosevelt 1 run on 3 hits. Neither team has committed an error. That pitch fouled back by Ware, and the count even at a ball and a strike. 1-1 to Ware. Sanzinski taking her time between pitches, shakes off her catcher. Now has the sign she wants, and the 1-1. High drive to left, but another line drive right at Williams, who makes the catch to retire the side. Someone's got to hit it in the alley a little more than right at the left fielder. We've done that a lot in 2 games. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left after 2. Bulldogs lead 2-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the 3rd inning. Game 2 of our regular season-ending doubleheader for Ottumwa softball. Bulldogs leading Roosevelt 2-1. 2, 3, and 4 hitters do it for the Roughriders against Bulldog right-hander Chloe Bradley. Shea Swenson singled her first time up here in Game 2. Each team has 3 hits. Ottumwa's got 2 runs. Roosevelt only 1. Chloe Bradley toes the rubber. First pitch of this at-bat. A little bit high and away, ball 1. Bright sunshine on most of the field other than the shadow cast by the press box on top of the third base dugout. The 1-0. Ground ball foul, third base side, 1-1. After tonight, we've got Bulldog baseball on the air the next 2 nights. Hosting Roosevelt tomorrow night, conference finales in that doubleheader at Legion Memorial Field. The 1-1 here, off-speed bounced in there, 2-1. Wednesday night, Bulldog baseball hosting Dowling in a doubleheader. Now the 2-1. Line drive to left, but right there is Ann Guest to make the catch for out number 1. Kayla Hill, the batter, reached on a fielder's choice her first time up, was replaced by a pinch runner, but now reinserted into the game. First pitch off speed, a little bit up and away, ball 1 from Bradley. So Ottumwa baseball faces Roosevelt tomorrow night, Dowling Wednesday night, both at home, as the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. And again, we've got aces wild on the scoreboard, number 11 at bat, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. So when Ottumwa faces City High, the Bulldogs are ranked 9th this week, the Maroons ranked 4th. That'll be a fun matchup at Legion Field. Here's the 1-1. Off speed, bounced in there, 2-1. Now, Ottumwa will not have its top 2 pitchers for that Dowling matchup because of how important tomorrow night is for OHS. The Bulldogs are 18-0 in the Metro Conference in baseball, but Roosevelt's 16-2. As the 2-1 misses up and away, 3-1. So tomorrow night, Ottumwa needs to win 1 game to clinch the conference title, and if they win them both, they'll go 20-0 in conference play. Roosevelt got embarrassed by Ottumwa twice in baseball back on June 16th. The Riders have been a hot team since, looking for revenge. The 3-1 pitch fouled back out of play by Hill, and it's 3-2. So tomorrow night you can expect Ottumwa's top 2 starters. That's normally been Colton McKinnon and Tanner Shark on the mound at Legion Memorial Field. We'll have all the action tomorrow. First pitch at 5 on KBIZ and on the live video stream, and we'll have all the action on Wednesday as well when we play Dowling. The 3-2 pitch, ground ball foul, third base side. We'll do it again. 1 out, nobody on, top third. Ottumwa leading Roosevelt in softball right now 2-1. Of course, Thursday begins regional play for Ottumwa softball, where they will take on Iowa City West. City West is finishing up its regular season tonight versus Cedar Rapids Jefferson at Jefferson. Back here, another 3-2 to Hill. Pop up right side. Second baseman Aller is there, makes the catch, 2 down. Quality pitch there by Chloe Bradley. And the batter is Avery Vukovic, who is grounded to third, 0 for 1. So Thursday night, 7 o'clock, Ottumwa hosting Iowa City West right here at Houston Field. Our plan right now is to have the game both on the radio and on the live video stream. We're still trying to get clarification from the Iowa Girls High School Union, Athletic Union, as there is a strike on an off-speed pitch, 0-1. Still trying to get clarification from the Girls Union as to whether we can do live video streaming. We believe we can. There was a time when we had to do a tape delay on the video stream for girls' sports and regional play, but I'm not sure that's in effect anymore. There's a pitch on the outside corner, and it's quickly 0-2 to Vukovic. So we plan right now to have the regional playoffs on live video, but we will get it confirmed by Thursday. But that'll be a 7 o'clock first pitch Thursday night. Now the 0-2. Liner into right center for a base hit. Hauk will cut it off and get it back in quickly to hold Vukovic to a 2-out single. 4th hit of the game for the Rough Riders. And that'll bring up Riley Jones, who doubled her first time up. And then her pinch runner scored the Riders' only run so far. And as we're thinking ahead to that Thursday first-round playoff game, what do we know about Iowa City West? Well, they're 12-21. They're the 5 seed. We're the 4 seed in the regional. And they've had a rough go of it this season. First pitch to Jones here, bounces in there. Good stop by Jordan Pauls. Count 1-0. City West has had some success as of late. They've won 5 out of their last 6. Now, they've played some teams even worse than them. The 1-0 downstairs, 2-0. And I don't know how they're doing against Jefferson tonight to wrap up their season. Their stats, and we'll start with the City West pitching. We may have to continue this if Ottumwa can get out of this inning quickly. The 2-0. Outside 3-0. Snap throw down to first, not in time. 3-0 to Jones with Clark on deck. Chloe Bradley trying to battle back, down 3-0 to Jones. Pitch on the way. High ball 4-pitch walk, and all of a sudden it's 2 on and 2 out for Ada Clark. Clark had an RBI single her first time up. And some of the stats I'm going to talk about here are the regional opponent coming up on Thursday, Iowa City West. So we try to spend a little time on that, getting us ready for Thursday night. First pitch here, in there for a strike to Clark, 0-1. City West, their top 2 pitchers both have ERAs well over 5. They've got a junior starter, Alina Davis, 6-11 with a 5.78 ERA. As that pitch is in there for a strike, 0-2. They also have a starter just out of 8th grade, Max Peck, 5-6, 5.47 ERA. Would guess we'd see Davis, the junior. But either way, it looks like hittable pitching for Ottumwa on Thursday. 0-2, can Bradley get out of the inning? The pitch, off speed, high and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out for Roosevelt, top of the third. Ottumwa still leading 2-1. We see City West on Thursday. They're hitting. They hit .305 as a team, so they're not a bad hitting team. As the 1-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. Chloe Bradley, a big strikeout to get out of the inning with 2 on. And that strikeout brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Ottumwa still leading 2-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Bottom of the third inning, top of the order due up for Ottumwa, leading Des Moines Roosevelt 2-1, Bulldogs softball. Final game of the regular season here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Zoe Jones tripled and scored in the first inning, and she'll try to get another rally going here in the third. Ottumwa 2 runs on 3 hits through 2 innings. Roosevelt 1 run on 4 hits through 3 innings at the plate. Neither team has committed an error. Aubrey Seinzinski, the young right-hander just out of 8th grade, for her 3rd inning of work in the circle. Zoe Jones awaiting the first pitch of the 3rd inning, and it's taken inside for ball 1. Zoe tripled on the first pitch she saw in the first inning. No walks or strikeouts yet for Seinzinski. 12 walks and 19 strikeouts on the season, according to the stat sheet, so she doesn't have many of either. Zoe takes a pitch outside in the count 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The next offering. Zoe grounds it sharply to short, fielded by Vukovic. Throw to first is in time for out number 1. Here's Ella Aller, an RBI single and a run scored in the first inning. Right-hander to right-hander. First offering to Ella is up high, ball one. Ottumwa trying to end the regular season with 23 wins, 16 wins in conference. 15-4 in conference play coming into this game two. Roosevelt 7-12 in the conference. The 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Well, Jones was ahead 2-0 and hit the ball hard, but a ground ball to short. Let's see if Ella can find a line drive into the gap here, or better. 2-0 to the Bulldogs' second baseman. The wind and the pitch. Fly ball down the line and left, foul, and the count goes to 2-1. Two and one to the Bulldogs' second baseman. Ottumwa got two in the first. Roosevelt one in the second. Bulldogs batting here in the third. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen, 2-2. One out, nobody on. Ottumwa leading by a run, bottom of the third. Jordan Paul's on deck. Seinzinski's 2-2. Ground ball foul off to the left as Aller stays alive. Still 2-2 to Ella Aller. She digs in and awaits the pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball to third out in front of it. Up with it, Lawson. Throw to first. And snow cone by the first baseman, Dotson, but she hangs on for out number two. And the batter is Jordan Pauls, who popped out to first her first time up. Bulldogs started the game with a triple and a single. A couple of wild pitches brought home the second run, but only one hit since. First pitch here to Jordan. Pop foul to the right out of play, 0-1. Seinzinski has retired 8 of the last 9 hitters, the only exception Maddie Hauk, who had a 2-out single in the second inning. Couple of hard hit balls since then, but not much to show for it for Ottumwa. The 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Well, Pauls gives the Bulldogs a 2-out base runner, and here is Amber Schatz, who grounded to short her first time up. Going to get a courtesy runner for Pauls. Yeah, she is the game 2 catcher. And out of the dugout is again Avery Frankie. So Frankie at first with 2 down, and Schatz will stand in. Those right-handed batters have dug a pretty good hole in that batter's box. First pitch to Schatz. High drive to left center. That's in the gap, but over is Williams to make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We've played 3. Ottumwa leading Roosevelt 2-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the fourth inning. Close game. Ottumwa 2, Roosevelt 1. Chloe Bradley has allowed 4 hits in 3 innings, but only 1 run. She's walked 1 and struck out 2. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Roughriders. Dotson, Lawson, and Addison Stone. Genesis Dotson called out on strikes her first time up. Dotson, right-handed batting first baseman, awaiting the first pitch, chokes up and hits a chopper foul third base side, strike 1. A 1-1 the count. Chloe Bradley retrieving, or has the softball sent back to her after the foul ball, I should say. Now the 0-1. Bounced in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Chloe taking her time between pitches. And the 1-1. Liner into left field, base hit. Over to cut it off is Guest. Around first and holding on is Dotson. 5th hit of the game for the Riders. And the batter is Ivy Lawson. Lawson walked her first time up. Will Roosevelt bunt here? Squares around, bunts it back to the circle. Bradley will throw to first, all are covering. 1 down on the sacrifice, 2-4. Pardon me, 1-4. That brings up Addison Stone for her first at-bat. Pardon me, we got a pinch hitter here. It'll be Ella Holtz. Holtz was the flex player in game 1, didn't bat. On the season, hitting 161 with 3 runs batted in. So Holtz batting with a runner at second and 1 down. Ottumwa leading Roosevelt still 2-1. And Holtz had dug in, but we had to wait for the umpire to put the lineup card away and get the mask back on. Can't pitch without him having his mask on. She shows bunt, bunted at it and missed, strike 1. Well, Roosevelt apparently trying to double bunt the runner over to third and then give Williams, the leadoff hitter, a chance with 2 out if Holtz does indeed lay 1 down here. The 0-1. Bunted in the air, caught by Schatz for out number 2. Pardon me, caught by Pauls for out number 2, the catcher in foul territory. Boy, Ottumwa didn't have anybody right at the bag at second as Dotson had started to stray towards third, but she hustled back. So 2 out, the runner still at second. And top of the order, Jillian Williams, who was fouled out to right and fouled out to third, 0 for 2. Chloe's pitch, off speed, in there for a called strike, 0-1. Chloe trying to pitch around the leadoff single by Dotson. She's now at second with 2 away. Bradley's 0-1 to Williams. Swing and a miss. Big cut, no contact, 0-2. Chloe 1 strike away from maintaining this 1-run Bulldog lead. 2-1, top 4. Oh, 0-2 to Jillian Williams. Chloe's pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Third strikeout for Bradley, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. No runs, one hit, one left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Bulldogs 2, Riders 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Ottumwa 2, Des Moines Roosevelt 1. Bulldogs softball on KBIZ. Addison Stone has re-entered to catch here in the bottom of the fourth after being pinch hit for in the top half. Josie Lemon, Sam Weeks, and Guest, 5, 6, and 7 due up in the Bulldog order. Final regular season game. Ottumwa still trying to figure out why they haven't been able to solve Roosevelt as easily as they did the first time around. They beat the Roughriders back on June 16th, 14-0 and 16-4. They won game one 6-0, but the final 3 runs came late. And then in this game, it's only 2-1 going to the bottom of the fourth. And these are the same 2 starting pitchers Ottumwa saw a couple of weeks ago. Ottumwa put a lot of runs on Sienzinski, a lot of them unearned a couple of weeks ago. First pitch to Lemons, swing and a miss, strike one. Josie flew out to left her first time up. One of the things that has kind of plagued Ottumwa tonight is a number of hard hit balls that have been at Roosevelt fielders, mostly the left fielder Williams. And she hasn't made any real outstanding plays, just hard hit balls going right to her. Lemons takes a pitch up high, 1-1. I'm not taking anything away from her. She's made the play and every ball hit her direction. The Bulldogs have not been able to find the gaps with their hard hit balls to the outfield except for a few instances. The 1-1 to Lemons, swing and a miss at a pitch way up high, and the count 1-2. Bulldogs maybe a little anxious, feeling like they have not been able to take advantage of Roosevelt the way they did the first time around. 1-2 to Josie. Pitch on the way. Downstairs, 2-2. Ottumwa 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Roosevelt 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors. Now the 2-2. High and away, 3-2. Sam Weeks on deck. 3-2 to Josie Lemons, leading off the bottom of the fourth. Sienzinski's pitch. Fly ball left center, shallow. It'll hang up there for the center fielder who drops it. Jones couldn't hang on to the routine fly ball, and Lemons is at first on the first error of game 2 committed by either team. Roosevelt has had error issues this season, and their team fielding percentage under 900. They had 4 costly errors in game 1, gave up 5 unearned runs. And now an error to start the bottom of the fourth. Sam Weeks flew out to center her first time up. First pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss by the Bulldog first baseman, 0-1. And won the count to Weeks. The next offering on the outside corner, strike 2. Weeks will have to battle here, down on the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Lemons at first and nobody out. Time called by the catcher, Stone. I don't know what the Roosevelt coach Satterwhite wants to appeal. Pitch was called a strike. I'm not sure what this discussion is about. I think Mandy Moore would like to know as well. And now the two umpires will have a conversation. And whatever the ruling was, it stays, which would be the way of Ottumwa. Did they call him, was an illegal pitch called, perhaps? If it was an illegal pitch, then the count wouldn't be 0-2, it'd be 1-1. At any rate, the pitch on the way. That's outside. Scoreboard still says it's 1-2. Runner at first, nobody out, bottom 4. The pitch. Popped up over the screen right over our heads and out of play. Well, there are definitely 2 strikes now. It's 1-2. Okay, so I still don't know what Roosevelt wanted appealed. At any rate, the 1-2. Little pop-up left side, and the third baseman Lawson makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1. Then she throws it to second for no reason, and it gets away into right field, and Lemons advances to second. Josie was not trying to advance to second on that foul out, but for some reason Lawson tried to throw to second anyway and threw it into right field. So there's 1 out, but now a runner in scoring position for Ann Guest on the second error of the inning. Roosevelt with another defensive miscue and really one they had no need to make. Guest a big swing and a miss, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The next pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. Guest has to battle here down with the count 0-2. The pitch. Tried to check her swing, pitch downstairs, appeal, and she went. Strike 3 for out number 2. First strikeout for Aubrey Sandzinski. And the batter, Maddie Hauk, who has a single and a stolen base, 1 for 1 tonight. Bulldogs could use a base hit right here. Lemons at second, 2 down. 2-1 Ottumwa, bottom 4. The pitch to Hauk. Inside, ball 1. One and 0 to Maddie. The next offering. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, 1-1. And the pitcher tried to throw it to second, goes into center. The relay throw to third. That gets away, but sliding it into third head first was Lemons, and the ball quickly recovered. So another error by Roosevelt. That time, the throw in back to the pitcher, Sandzinski, she immediately turned and threw to second, even though Lemons was easily back to the bag. So Roosevelt throwing the ball all over the place. Lemons reached on a drop fly ball, went to second on an unnecessary throw that got away, went to third on another unnecessary throw that got away. Can Ottumwa take advantage? The 1-1. Fouled off the catcher's mask, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Houck has to protect the plate. The pitch, high and away, 2-2. You almost feel like if Ottumwa's going to get this run home, it won't be on a hit. It might be on an error or a wild pitch or something. 2-2. The pitch. On the inside corner, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts by Seinzinski erases the 3 errors in the inning. No hits. Ottumwa left a runner at third after 4. Bulldogs still leading 2-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Top of the 5th inning, nail-biter here at Houston Field in the final regular season game. Ottumwa 2, Des Moines Roosevelt 1. Bulldogs had 2 runs after the first 2 batters of the game, but have only managed a couple of hits since. Left a runner on third last inning as Roosevelt committed 3 errors to allow Josie Lemons to get around the diamond, but she ended up stranded at third. Chloe Bradley facing the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the Rough Rider order, Swenson, Hill, and Vukovic. Shea Swenson 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch a bit off the plate, ball 1. Sun now sinking behind the trees here at Houston Field. Still a lot of light in the sky. As the 1-0 is lifted in the air to right center. And it'll be Maddie Houck getting there first ahead of Zoe Jones to make the catch for out number 1. Swenson flies to right. Michaela Hill, the batter, reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning, popped out in the third, 0 for 2. Ottumwa got 2 in the first inning, Roosevelt 1 in the second. That's where we are here in the top of the 5th. Open stance in the right-handed batter's box for Hill, and she takes a pitch up high, ball 1. Chloe toes the rubber, the 1-0 pitch. Liner into center, that's down for a base hit. 6th hit of the game for the Rough Riders. And the batter is Vukovic, who's 1 for 2. One on, one out. And if they pinch run here for Michaela Hill, she's out of the game. As Carly Satterwhite is talking to the home plate umpire again. And the pinch runner will be Madeline Thomas, who's the game 1 pitcher. So 1 on, 1 out. Michaela Hill's night is done. She's been replaced twice now. And the batter, Vukovic, fouls it back 0-1. Vukovic grounded to third in the first inning, singled in the third. Bulldogs still leading 2-1. Roosevelt the tying run at first with 1 down here in the top of the 5th. The 0-1, off speed up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Roosevelt has had at least one runner on in every inning. They scored in the second. They had 2 on, 2 out in the third. They had a runner at second, 1 out in the fourth. They've already left 6 on base. The 1-1. In the dirt, got away from Pauls. Down to second goes Thomas. On the wild pitch, 2-1 to Vukovic, and now the tying run in scoring position. Second straight inning, they've gotten the runner to second with 1 away. Two balls, 1 strike. The next pitch, fouled back 2-2. In game 1, Ottumwa won 6-0, but they were only up 1-0 until the 4th. And then they were up 3-0 until the 6th. In this game, it's 2-1 in the 5th. Now the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball to center, but Jones is right there. Zoe makes the catch, 2 down. And the batter, Riley Jones, who has doubled and scored and has walked, 1 for 1. Again, such a stark contrast when the Bulldogs played at Roosevelt. They won the games 14-0 and 16-4. Did not expect to be in a 2-1 game in the 5th inning tonight. First pitch, low and away, ball 1. To Chloe Bradley's credit, she gave up the 1 run in the 2nd inning, but otherwise she has kept the lead she was handed to this point. Now the 1-0, upstairs 2-0. Hitters count for Jones. Chloe needs to make a couple of good pitches here. The 2-0. High fly ball to center. Going back is Zoe Jones. And she makes the catch in front of the fence, reaching over her shoulder to retire the side. Boy, for a moment there, I thought that was going to get over her head. But Zoe equal to the task. And the Rough Riders are turned away. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Ottumwa 2, Roosevelt 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Coal Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made-in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Coal Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Coal Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
And get yourself something. Bottom of the 5th inning, Ottumwa 2, Roosevelt 1. Bulldogs got to get the bats going. 2 runs in the first inning, nothing since. And you really don't want to walk a tightrope into the final 2 innings. 9-1-2 due up for OHS, Ware, Jones, and Aller. Against right-hander Aubrey Sunzinski, who, after having a rough start against Ottumwa a couple weeks ago, has pitched really well. You heard me conversing there as we came back with my producer, my video producer, Annie Argo. They announced the concession stand's going to close in 10 minutes, but the cans of pop were now on sale for $1. So I handed Annie a little bit of money, and she's making a pop run, so hopefully we don't go to commercial before she gets back. How about a big inning for Ottumwa here to keep us on the air until Annie can secure a little bit of liquid refreshment. Jocelyn Ware is lined out to left 0 for 1. And it's a little looper to left. That'll get down for a base hit. Well, there you go. If you're going to hit it to left, don't hit it hard enough to get it to Jillian Williams. 5th hit of the game for Ottumwa. Back to the top of the order, Zoe Jones, 1 for 2 with a triple and a run. Runner at first and nobody out. First pitch. Liner into center, base hit. Ware will stop at second. Back-to-back singles to open the fifth inning, and now the meat of the order coming up. Aller, Paul's shots. Aller 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a run. This is where this young Ottumwa lineup needs to really step on the gas pedal. First pitch, swing and a foul, 0-1. First and second, nobody out. 2-1 Ottumwa trying to expand the lead. Aller ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around third and holding is Ware, and they're loaded for Jordan Pauls. 3 straight clean singles for Ottumwa. And time is called by Roosevelt, their head coach Carly Satterwhite, a conversation in the circle. You know how she has to feel. Her team has 7 wins on the season. They've all come against North and Hoover. Haven't beaten anybody else. And against a team that just absolutely destroyed them a couple weeks ago, they're in this game. But after missing some chances to tie the game, Roosevelt's in danger of seeing the Bulldogs finally get the bats going and pull away. It's still 2-1, but the bases are loaded, nobody out. And the batter, Jordan Pauls, who's 1 for 2 with a single. So let's see if Jordan can break this game open here. 3 straight singles to open the inning. Ware at third, Jones at second, Aller at first. You've got good speed all the way around. Base hit could score 2. Gapper could score 3. First pitch. Up high, ball 1. Sunshine no longer on the field. Lights are on here at Houston Field. Haven't really taken effect yet. A lot of lights still in the sky. The 1-0. Swing and a miss at a pitch below the knees. Count evens at 1-1. Pauls digs back in. Now the 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. No place to put her. Bases full of Bulldogs and nobody out. Paul's ahead in the count, 2-1. Sienczynski brings it home. Outside, 3-1, and now the margin of error gone for the young Roosevelt pitcher. Ball 4 would mean a run. Sluggers count for Jordan Pauls. Let's see if she gets something to drive. The 3-1 pitch. Ground ball fielded by the third baseman, Lawson. Throw to the plate. They get the force. Throw down to first, not in time. Another runner coming home. That throw gets away. A run scores. Down to third is Aller. Over to second is Pauls, and it's 3-1. Ottumwa getting aggressive there. So Pauls hits into a fielder's choice. Ware out at home 5-2. But then on the throw to first, Zoe Jones keeps running and scores. There's no RBI given. Then on the overthrow by the first baseman, Dotson, Aller goes to third, and Pauls to second. Now the error goes to Dotson for the bad throw, but perhaps a throw that shouldn't have been made was the catcher Stone throwing to first. Didn't really have a chance to retire the runner, although you couldn't have expected Ottumwa to be that aggressive. Now Amber Schatz takes a called strike, 0-1. Zoe's run is an earned run. The error didn't bring it home at all, but now the other runner's advancing on the air. There's 1 out, second and third, and the 0-1 to Amber. Popped it up, left side, playable, perhaps. No, it's going to fall between the catcher Stone and the third baseman Lawson over near the net. And Amber Schatz gets another life down in the count 0-2. Roosevelt's going to argue something here as Lawson, the third baseman, kind of got tangled up with Aller. Aller was just trying to get back to third. And the home plate umpire and the base umpire are conversing here. And they've called interference on Aller, and she's out. And now Mandy Moore talking about it with the third base umpire, but I don't think that's going to change. So the count's 0-2 to Schatz. But now there's 2 out and a runner at second. And the pitch. Chopper out to short, up with it. Vukovic, throw to first. Out at first is a call, and nobody in Ottumwa Red likes that call. Inning is over. Ottumwa had bases loaded, nobody out. They only get 1 run on the 3 hits. We go to the 6th inning. Bulldogs lead 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the 6th inning, we saw a strange bottom of the 5th where Ottumwa loaded the bases with nobody out, but only ended up scoring 1 run. They did add to their lead. It's 3-1. But it felt like an opportunity to really pull away from the pesky Roughriders here. Ada Clark will lead it off, 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a strikeout. Chloe Bradley's pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. And 1 the count to the Rough Rider right fielder. The pitch. Roller to third, foul, and the count 0-2. Okay, Ottumwa, let's try to recap this. Ottumwa loads the bases on 3 straight singles in the bottom of the 5th. Ella Aller grounds to third. They throw home for the force out, so they get 1 out. But then on the relay throw to first, trying to get the double play, it's unsuccessful, and Zoe Jones never stops running from second base. She comes home and scores, and a surprised Roosevelt throws the ball away. So a run scores, and the other runners go to second and third. Now the 0-2 bounces in there, 1-2. So it's second and third, 1 out with Amber Schatz at the plate. But on a foul pop-up that drops between the third baseman and the catcher, Ella Aller at third is called out for interfering with the third baseman. That pitch a little up and away, and it's 2-2. So then with 2 outs and a runner at second, Schatz hits a slow roller to short. The throw to first is ruled to have been in time, even though nobody in red thought that was a correct call. So Ottumwa had bases loaded, nobody out, thought about a big inning, only got 1 run. That pitch outside, and it's 3-2. So Chloe Bradley was ahead of Ada Clark, 0-2, now the count full. Genesis Dotson on deck, Ivy Lawson in the hole for the Rough Riders. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Liner right back to Chloe Bradley, who makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Genesis Dotson, 1 for 2 with a single. Ottumwa 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Roosevelt 1 run, 6 hits, and 4 errors. But the errors haven't hurt them. Swing and a miss by Dotson, strike 1. Chloe Bradley has 3 strikeouts tonight, and they've all come in critical situations. Her 0-1 pitch, lined foul down the left field line. Not foul by much, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Dotson. Bradley winds and delivers, off speed, grounded off the glove of Lemons and into left field. And there's a 1-out base runner for the Roughriders. Josie trying to go to her left to field it. If she had missed it completely, Jocelyn Ware was behind her, but it deflected off of Josie's glove and passed Ware into left. That'll be an error on the Bulldogs. First one of game 2 on OHS. And the batter, Ivy Lawson, who has walked and laid down a sac bunt, so no official at-bat yet in game 2. First pitch here, down low, ball 1. Snap throw down to first, but not in time. Lawson, the number 8 hitter, with a 1-0 count. And that pitch grounded to short, off the chest of Ware, picks it up, doesn't have a play. Back-to-back errors, and the tying runs are on with 1 out. And the batter will be Ella Holtz, pinch hitting for Addison Stone for the second time. So it's 2 on, 1 out. And I can already hear the first base coach telling Ella Holtz that about laying a bunt down, so it seems as if Roosevelt is willing to give up the second out in exchange for getting the 2 tying runs into scoring position and kind of putting all their eggs in the basket of their leadoff hitter, Jillian Williams. Holtz, however, could not get a bunt down last time. She fouled out trying to bunt to the catcher, Jordan Pauls. Someone's got to be ready for a bunt right here after, if I can hear that conversation, they can too. Pitch, bunted at and missed, strike 1. Oh, 0-1 to Holtz. 2 on, 1 out, top 6. Ottumwa leading 3-1. That insurance run looming large right now. That pitch bunted foul back to the screen, 0-2. Well, Holtz now probably swinging away. 0-2 to the pinch hitter. Again, they've pinch hit for Addison Stone twice now, so she is out of the game. Shows bunt again, pulled the bat back. Pitch maybe just a little bit high, 1-2. Are they still trying to bunt here with 2 strikes? 1-2 to Holtz. Squares around and bunts it back to the pitcher. The play will be to first. Sacrifice successful, 1-3, and they get the bunt down even with 2 strikes. So it's second and third, 2 down for Jillian Williams, who's 0 for 3 with 2 foul outs and a strikeout. There are 2 away, so all Bradley has to do is retire the hitter and they keep the lead, but a base hit could tie it. And this could be the critical at-bat of the ballgame. A pair of Ottumwa errors have opened the door a crack for Roosevelt here. The pitch. Fly ball, shallow right center. Hout coming over. Maddie makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, 2 errors, but Chloe Bradley pitches around them. And as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, it's Ottumwa 3 and Roosevelt 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Ottumwa 3, Roosevelt 1, Bulldogs softball regular season finale on KBIZ and on the live video stream. And for Roosevelt now, their third catcher of the game will be Madeline Thomas, who was the Game 1 pitcher. Josie Lemon, Sam Weeks, and Guest due up. Ottumwa looking for some more insurance here. Feels like a night where they've had chances that they haven't been able to convert. Now, having said that, they only had 2 hits between the 2nd and 4th innings. Led off the 5th with 3 straight singles, but only got 1 run out of it. Ran themselves into a run, but then ran themselves out of a run or out of a scoring opportunity with an interference call on a runner at third. Not really Ella Aller's fault. She's just leading off. There's a pop foul. Pop up, she's going back to the bag, but as she's going back, the third baseman was trying to come right through where she was to get to the foul pop. It is the runner's job to get out of the way, but those two kind of just took one step and were right next to each other and really no way to avoid the collision. It was probably the right call, but it's a frustrating way to lose a runner at third. The 2 umpires, I think, are going over the Roosevelt lineup card here, trying to figure out if everything is correct. I don't think they've got any changes other than, well, wait, there is one issue here. Madeline Thomas was already in the game as a pinch runner in the 5th inning for the designated player. And so she's actually in the number 3 spot in the batting order. So actually, Thomas is the catcher, and I think Ella Holtz is now the DP. And I think Mandy Moore wants to clarify the substitutions here. We've got a bit of a delay here before Ottumwa bats in the bottom of the 6th. The fact that this involves the DP is what makes this a little bit interesting. The DP doesn't work exactly the same way as a designated hitter does in baseball. And usually, alterations with the DP, well, not usually, but at least sometimes they involve the flex player. Well, the flex player for Roosevelt here in Game 2 is the pitcher, Sienzinski, and she has not entered into any batting, any spot in the batting order, at least not right now. Now, if by making, let's go back, Madeline Thomas came on as a pinch runner in the 5th inning. And that was in the DP spot. And she didn't come into the field in the bottom of the 5th, but she's now catching in the bottom of the 6th. Now, if she moves from DP to catcher, does that mean that Sienczynski has to enter the batting order for where the catcher was, or the catcher's spot was? Roosevelt, I think, wanted Holtz to still be in the batting order in the 9 spot, pinch hitting for the catcher Stone, who's now out of the game. But it might be, and I'm not sure, it might be that the flex player would have to come in perhaps in the 9 spot. I'm not sure. I don't know what the rule is about if you take your DP and put them in a spot in the field other than where your flex player was. Now the home plate umpire, after talking to Mandy Moore, has gone back over to talk to Carly Satterwhite. And there may still be a question as to whether or not what Roosevelt wanted to do with the lineup is something they're able to do. Now, I got to think there's a way to put Thomas into catch, and they have to find a catching solution somehow. Terry Simmons started a catcher. She was substituted after 1 at-bat for a pinch runner, and then Addison Stone came on to catch. Stone was pinch hit for. Stone never took an at-bat. She was pinch hit for twice, reinserted after the first pinch hit spot, and then once she was pinch hit for a second time, she was out of the game, so they had to find another catcher. Michaela Hill, their game 1 catcher, started as the DP. She was pinch run for twice, so she couldn't come in to catch. That meant maybe Thomas had to catch, and now after another conversation with Satterwhite, the home plate umpire has gone back to talk to Mandy Moore. Roosevelt had already taken the field and warmed up. Now they're standing around. Josie Lemons has been waiting forever to take her at bat here. Right now we're at a point where I hope Josie takes the first pitch and bangs it off the scoreboard. Mandy Moore's asking when Addison Stone entered the lineup. She came on defensively in the 2nd inning for the catcher, Tori Simmons. So this discussion is ongoing. My understanding was that Addison Stone, number 19, came into the game defensively in the bottom of the 2nd inning, replacing Tori Simmons, who had taken an at-bat, reached base, and had been pinch run for, or actually had a courtesy runner for her. But the only replacement they had in the 2nd inning was Stone. Stone was in the number 9 spot. Stone was pinch hit for then twice, and she's out of the game. I don't think the question is about Stone, because if Stone could still be in the game, she'd probably be catching. I would think the question is, well, now I'm questioning whether or not that's Thomas in the catcher's gear. I can't read the number. I thought it was a 7, and it may be, just with the straps on the back of the catcher's gear. Kind of makes it look like a 4, but the 4 would be Shea Swenson, who's still at second base. I see her over there. And now Missy Rourke has come out of the press box, the Ottumwa official scorer. the umpires are going to have to make the final decision on this, and this may come down to a question of what the umpires put on their lineup card with all the changes Roosevelt made. I thought I had kept up with this. And now Missy is talking about what they were trying to figure out with the Roosevelt coach, and they're smiling about it. So I think whatever they had thought has been sorted out. So they're going to give Aubrey Sandzinski a couple of warm-up tosses here because she's been standing around for 5 minutes. So they finally announce Madeline Thomas catching. And we're ready to play softball again. How about that? Josie Lemons, 0 for 2. Ottumwa leading 3-1, bottom of the 6th inning in case you have forgotten. And Lemons pops it foul, backing out of play, strike one. And after that long wait, Thomas has to get out of the crouch and chase that ball as it goes over the screen. 0-1. Bulldogs ahead by only 2, 3-1. Looking for some insurance before the 7th inning. The 0-1. Fouled it straight back, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Weeks and Guest to follow. The 0-2. Low and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sandzinski spins the ball on her right hip. A long pause. Now the 1-2. Popped it foul to the right, out of play again. Still 1-2 to Josie Lemons. Josie takes a practice swing as I kind of blink and clear the eyes. I followed that pop-up right into the lights here at Houston Field. Lights have now taken pretty much full effect. And another 1-2 pitch. Fly ball shallow right. Out is the second baseman. Swenson makes the catch for out number 1. Sam Weeks has flied to center and fouled out to third, 0 for 2. One out, nobody on, bottom 6. 3-1 Ottumwa, the pitch. Way high, ball 1. Righty to lefty. The 1-0 on the way to Sam. Downstairs, 2-0. Hitters count for Sam Weeks. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Fly ball to left, pretty well hit, but Williams again right there makes the catch out number 2. Another ball hit right at the left fielder. It'll be a pinch hitter for Guest. Maya Lemons will take the at-bat. Lemons in game 1, 0 for 3, but did reach base 3 times and score twice. Bulldogs looking for a little 2-out firepower from Maya right here. First pitch to Maya. In there for a strike, 0-1. Maya rarely swings at the first pitch. Ottumwa 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2. Roosevelt 1 run, 6 hits, and 4 errors. The errors have not led to any runs in this game. Now the 0-2. Way outside, 1-2. Top of the 7th, Roosevelt will have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Swenson, Thomas, I believe, if we figured it out, and Vukovic. Now the 1-2. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. So Maya Lemons keeps the inning alive for Maddie Hauk. Let's see if they put Guest back in to run. Yes, they will. So Ann Guest re-enters to run at first. Speedier runner out there. If Hauk could find a gap here, Ann could come all the way around. Bulldogs would love to tack on an insurance run here, leading 3-1. Hauk digs in, 1 for 2, single and a strikeout. First pitch on the way. Ground ball slowly to third, charged by Lawson, throw to first in time. And the inning is over. A 2-out single, but Ottumwa leaves a runner stranded. We're going to the top of the 7th. Bulldogs 3 outs away from a sweep, leading Roosevelt 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Mark Freimweyer, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the 7th inning. Ottumwa 3, Des Moines Roosevelt 1, Bulldog softball on KBIZ. Ottumwa needs 3 outs to sweep, but Roosevelt has the heart of their order coming up. Swenson, we believe Maddie Thomas, and then Avery Vukovic. Shea Swenson is 1 for 3 with a single, a line out, and a fly out. Chloe Bradley's pitched a good game, trying to finish it off. First pitch. Fly ball to left, over towards the line and shallow. Guest gets there and makes the catch for out number 1. So here is Maddie Thomas. Pinch ran in the 5th inning in the designated player spot, was then moved to catcher. And now getting her first at-bat of the night. No, pardon me, first at-bat of Game 2. Game 1, she was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch. Check swing out to left. It'll drop in front of Guest for a 1-out single. She actually didn't really mean to do it, but hit it just over the heads of Lemons and Ware and out into shallow left field. 1 on, 1 out, tying run at the plate is Avery Vukovic, 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch. Pop up behind second, and dropping it is Ware, but she's able to pick it up and get it to Aller on the bag for the force out number 2. Long run for Jocelyn Ware. Got there, couldn't field it cleanly in the air, but the runner at first, Thomas, had to hold thinking it would be caught, and she's forced out at second. It is a fielder's choice. Vukovic at first. That goes in the book as a 6-4 out at second. And the final hope for Roosevelt, Riley Jones, 1 for 3 of the double and a run, was robbed of an extra base hit last time up by Zoe Jones. The pitch, way outside, ball 1. Jones has some pop in her bat. Has not homered this year. She does represent the tying run with 2 down. 1 ball, no strikes. Bradley's pitch. Liner up the middle, base hit. Guest will get it back in quickly and keep Vukovic at second, but now the tying runs are on base with 2 out, and the batter is Clark. Ada Clark is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. She's also struck out and lined out back to the circle. Eight hits in the game now for the Roughriders. Ottumwa still leading 3-1 with 2 out in the 7th. The pitch. Slow roller foul, third base side, 0-1. But those slow rollers are scary. That could lead to an infield hit that would have loaded the bases. 0-1 to Clark. Ottumwa was able to get an insurance run in the 5th inning. They were frustrated, bases loaded, nobody out, only got 1 run, but that run looming large right now. There's a liner into left center, that's a base hit. Jones will get it, 1 run is in, the throw to third, the tag, safe is the call. Oh my goodness. Ottumwa wants, the fans want an appeal. Boy, I thought they were going to tag her out at third to end the ball game there. It's an RBI single for Clark. Vukovic scored to make it 3-2. Jones ruled safe at third. Clark to second. On the throw to third, the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second. The batter, Genesis Dotson, who's 1 for 3. Right now, Ottumwa only leading because of that insurance run. Chloe Bradley now walking the tightrope. The pitch. Pop up. Left side. Out is where she makes the catch, and Ottumwa hangs on to win. A nail biter with the final of Ottumwa 3 and Roosevelt 2. Roosevelt gets a run on 3 hits in the final inning, but they leave the tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position. Bulldogs win 3-2. They'll wrap up the regular season at 23-15, and they'll face Iowa City West Thursday night in the first round of the regional playoffs. We will take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Summer is the time to make every moment count. So pack more toys with bigger hauling and towing capacity. Go social outdoor style, connect with your friends, and turn up your soundtrack to make your rides even more epic. Because conquering summer is about capturing every second of adventure. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. And when we touch down.
And welcome back one final time tonight to Houston Field, where your Ottumwa softball team wraps up the regular season with a sweep over Des Moines Roosevelt. Nail-biter in the second one especially. Ottumwa won game 1 6-0. They win game 2 3-2, with Roosevelt leaving the tying and go-ahead runs in scoring position in the top of the seventh. For Ottumwa, 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 5 on base. The winning pitcher, Chloe Bradley, now 8-10. Roosevelt, 2 runs, 9 hits, 4 errors. They left 11 on base. The losing pitcher, Aubrey Seinzinski, she is now 3-5. The ball game took 1 hour and 50 minutes to complete. Ottumwa 23-15 heading into the postseason. They finish in second place in the Metro Conference at 16-4. Roosevelt falls to 7-19. They go 7-13 in Metro play, and we'll have to wait and see how Des Moines Hoover does tomorrow before finding out whether the Rough Riders will finish the conference in 4th or 5th place. So the Ottumwa softball team getting ready for regional play. That'll be Thursday night at 7 here at Houston Field. Ottumwa taking on Iowa City West. Winner will face Muscatine on Saturday. And we'll have all the action of Ottumwa High playoff softball here on KBIZ, and we believe on the live video stream as well, but we're going to get a confirmation from the girls' union just to be sure. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics is tomorrow night. Bulldog baseball back in action. Ottumwa going for a perfect conference season in baseball. They'll face the team trying to tie them for the conference title, Des Moines Roosevelt. First pitch at 5 o'clock. We'll be on the air right around 4:45 tomorrow from Legion Memorial Field on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live stream on OttumwaRadio.com. Need to name our player of the game before we're done for Ottumwa High softball and the 3-2 win over Des Moines Roosevelt. And we're going to give it to senior Zoe Jones. Zoe was 2 for 3 with a triple, a single, and 2 runs scored, including a hustle around from second on a ground out that gave Ottumwa an all-important insurance run and proved to be the difference in the game. So Zoe Jones, our Shelter Insurance player of the game, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. Let's thank all of our other sponsors one more time. Community First Credit Union, Petrito Orthodontics, Reflection Studio, Schroeder Graphics and Sign, Champion Bowl, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Meridian Credit Union, Ottumwa Job Corps Center, Slayton Polaris, Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, Lisco, Cold Palace Cafe and Books, Blackhawk Auto Body, and Lee's Photography. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Mandy Moore for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight. And a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at OttumwaRadio.com. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you tomorrow night when the Bulldog baseball team plays Des Moines Roosevelt. Until then, good night, everybody.